Hey young man, I think it's time we talk. I wasn't there the first time you walked, but I'm still your pops. I don't care if it's by blood or not, just know you always got my heart, and it ain't gonna stop.
Hello, my name is Leroy Williams. I am the co-founder of Dominique's World. I lost my son in 2015 to gun violence. That's the reason why we do Dominique's World. To be honest, a part of me died that day. We bring awareness, and it uplifts me to see living fathers and living sons. You know, when we doing the show, and being able to go backstage. We was doing the show now for 4 years now, so it was wonderful. So being able to go backstage, I wish I could take y'all backstage, because it's amazing to see the dads react to the sons, teaching them how to tie a tie, teaching them how to be a productive man. So amazing, because it's like a healing process to me. Being able to talk about it now, you know, I never talked about it, but being able to talk about it, express the way I feel, it makes me feel good to know that, you know, there are fathers out there that look at my situation and value their son more than ever now, because, you know, our sons need us. You know, my nephews need me. You know, I'm available to whoever needs me, because gun violence is really real, and we are really losing our men to gun violence, our children, our babies. That's why we do what we do. And, you know, my new normal now is, you know, the reason why I'm able to move on, because I have daughters that needs me. And a part of our journey is to keep Dominique's legacy alive. So, you know, my new normal now is seeing my daughter talk to a picture, you know, wishing her brother was here with her, wishing her brother could hold her hand, wishing her brother could be in her life. You know, at any time, you know, we have to teach our young men that we cannot handle our dispute with the gun. Let's talk it out. You know, when I was coming up, we used to fight, but we lived to fight another day. Our young men need to know that they are strong, they are brave, and they are a pillar in the community. With this organization, you know, we are so honored to be here. We thank God. I thank my lovely wife. I thank you all, because without this platform, it would not be possible without you all. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
My name is Olga Loto Williams, and I'm co-founder of Dominique's World. On July 19th, 2015, my family's life was forever changed. My bonus son, Dominique Williams, was killed on Coligny Beach in Hilton Head, South Carolina, through a senseless act of gun violence. That situation has changed my family's life forever. But we knew we had to do something, because Dominique's light shined and he was such a great young man. We knew we had to make initiatives and do things that bring awareness to such horrific acts of gun violence. On July the 10th, 2016, what would have been Dominique's 18th birthday, my husband and I founded Dominique's World, an organization that brings initiatives and collaborates with other organizations to bring gun violence awareness and to continue sharing Dominique's story, because Dominique's life truly mattered. But because Dominique was that great young man, he loved to dress, he loved to play musical instruments, and he was actually inspiring people his age. We knew that there had to be something greater. And so we created Bowties and Blazers. Bowties and Blazers is an all-male fashion show that actually inspires, ignites, and empowers young men and older men to be great. So we want you to sit back, relax in the safety of your own home, and enjoy the 4th annual Bowties and Blazers all-male fashion show.
When I say Black Lives Matter, that don't mean yours don't. When I say Black Lives Matter, that don't mean your kids won't. They will. They gonna say it with us, because they get us. When I say Black Lives Matter, that don't mean yours don't. When I say Black Lives Matter, don't mean white folks can't get on the boat. So it's like when I say save the whales, that don't mean the other fish can't float. It just means that the whales are endangered, just like my species, discreetly. It don't matter who's doing the killing as long as we end up extinct,
All of us
see?
will remember back in 2015, the 17-year-old who was shot and killed on Coligny Beach. That was Dominique. But we are taking this story and turning it into something fabulous that is an opportunity to influence and impact young men in our community in a positive way.
My name is Leroy Williams, and I am the co-founder of Dominique's World, me and my wife, Olga Williams. And the reason why we do what we do is to bring awareness to our community about the violence that's going on in our community.
Everything in Dominique's World, the mentorship program, is going to be about everything that has to do with Dominique. You know, Dominique's not here, of course, but his legacy will live on because he had a great legacy. So our first event is going to be bow ties and blazers because Dominique loves to dress.
My name is Jakevian George, and I've done this so other people can see a different perspective in black young men.
When they shooting each other, they don't care about unity. Well, brutally, let me be the one to say they right, truthfully. But there ain't no such...
I like playing with hours.
Like playing with your brother?
Yes. I have people that love me, and I was created for a reason, and everybody matters in this world.
Until we abolish injustice and our internal royalty is realized and reached, that's why I'm out here now, practicing what I preach. At me with all that social chatter, when they kill me, make sure they put on my tombstone. Damn right, Black Lives Matter,
Life is precious, fellas. Life is very precious.
I may be poor, but I am somebody. I may be on welfare, but I am somebody.
I am Kevin Jackson. I want to be somebody. I am somebody, and I want to inspire somebody.
I mean, cool.
I'm smart.
I am everything God has ordained me to be.
And I am for my black males.
I'm an athlete. I'm a good citizen.
And I am a black male that likes to motivate and respect others.
I'm a male with dreamers. I am the founder. I am a father.
I'm a male dreamer and I am an athlete.
I am black, beautiful, proud. I must be respected. I must be protected.
I am Kevin Jackson.
I am Mari.
I am Mr. Jordan.
I am Anthony.
I'm great.
I am.
Hi, I'm Mayor Van Johnson, and I want to welcome you to the 4th annual Dominique's World Bow Tie and Blazers all-male fashion show. It's kind of strange, isn't it? That here it is, every year at this time, you know, we get together, everybody's wearing their bow ties, ready to do their thing, and show some love to Dominique's World in honor and in memory of an outstanding young man who was taken from us far too soon. But we know because of the pandemic, everything has changed. But I'm so glad that Leroy and Olga Williams had decided to press on anyway. Because while the pandemic has put a pause on many places in our lives, the fact remains for us and across the country, there is still too many young people whose lives are snuffed away far too soon because of gun violence. Certainly we're not as bad as many cities, but in Savannah, even one life is far too many. We have to recognize that black lives do matter, but black lives have to also matter to black people. Black lives have to matter to everybody. And that when you choose to end the dispute with a gun, you're putting yourself and the individual that you're aiming at in jeopardy. Savannah, we have to stop the violence. We have to do better. We have to be better. We have to think differently. We have to think on a larger scale. When I was growing up, if I had beef with somebody, we go outside, we handle our business, and at the end of the day, we were cool again. And guess what? Now we're old men and able to be cool. But when you do it and you're at a young age and you enter a gun into the equation, you don't get to grow up to be old men. So again, this is virtual. You're at the place of your home, but I'm convinced that the day will come soon Next year, we'll be back to each other again, and I'm going to be back among you. We're going to have a great time again, celebrating the life of an amazing young man, but also doing all we can to make sure that we save other sons. So no parent has to feel the pain that Leroy and that Olga had to be able to feel. So, sorry I won't be able to grab the mic this time, Loto. It happens like that. But we're going to be better, we're going to do better, and we'll see you next year. Continue to give to Dominique's World. It's a fine cause with fine people for a very fine purpose. May God bless you, and may God bless Savannah.
Before I begin, let me first say to the families of innocent youth killed, my heart goes out to you. Children are under attack each and every day. And according to the Children's Defense Fund, in 2017, 3,410 children and teens died from guns, enough to fill 170 classrooms with 20 children. It's now time for a solution. As board president for Dominique's World, it's my job to ensure that we stay committed to working with all youth to inspire, empower, and ignite change through our various mentoring initiatives and activities. But most importantly, ensure that we do our part in making this world a better place for all. Enough is enough. Our communities have suffered enough at the hands of dangerous people who use guns to commit horrific acts of violence. President Obama once said, "We won't be able to stop every act of violence, but if there is even one chance of us stopping anything else from happening, we all have a deep obligation to try." While no laws or set of laws will end gun violence, it's clear we have a lot of work to do. Again, even if one child's life is saved, our work is not in vain. So, I'm going to challenge each and every one of you out there. Make certain that you support and continue to do your part in making this world a better place. Because now is the time to do so. It is time to do the right thing. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children and your community. I say to you, stay focused, stay blessed, and enjoy the show.
Your Majesty, the guests are waiting. Let them wait. I'm talking to my son. Hey young man, I think it's time we talk. I wasn't there the first time you walked, but I'm still your pops. I don't care if it's by blood or not, just know you always got my heart, and it ain't gonna stop. Whatever kind of problems you got, just lean on me, I'll be your solid rock. Even the times you feel the weight on your chest undrop, I'm right here to always be your spot, You're not perfect, so at times you fail. That don't make you no less of a male. And I tell you no tales that Jesus love you when his hand he took nails, and he wants you to know that all is well. But in case you're angry, it's okay to yell. Just don't let it end you up in the cell. And life goes down and round like a carousel. But your faith in God, and I swear you prevail. The father of a righteous son will rejoice greatly, and one who fathers a wise son will delight in him. The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 24. I'm talking to my son. When trials come, boy, you better not run. Be tough, cause you ain't no punk. Use your brain, boy, cause you not dumb. No, you not dumb. Be a kid, gonna have some fun. As far as worries, man, you ain't got none. Jesus said that the battle was won. Remember that every day of the month. I'm talking to my son. Talking to my son, when trials come, boy, you better not run. You better not run. Be tough, cause you ain't no punk. Use your brain, boy, cause you not dumb. No, you not dumb. Be a kid, gonna have some fun. As far as worries, man, you ain't got none. You ain't got none. Jesus said that the battle was won. Remember that every day of the month. I'm talking to my son.
And I will send you Elijah the prophet before the day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of fathers to their children, and the heart of children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
Hey young man, I think it's time we spoke. This life here, boy, it ain't no joke. But I give you some hope. Long as I'm here, ain't no need to mope. I train you in the way that should go, and you better stay woke. In this world, don't be provoked by folk. Just say no if they ask you to smoke. Cause Jesus Christ is the most high, son, our God is dope. Both the lamb and the goat. The lamb and the goat. In tough times, some remember to pray. Just have faith, it's okay to be saved. And at times I know I'm hard on you, but listen, obey. You understand when you get older someday. Older someday. Speak up if you have something to say. Behave in school, always make good grades. Through it all, son, you know that I'm here to stay. Much love to my sons, K-Ray and Ray J.
Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from him. Children born to a young man are like arrows in the warrior's hands. How joyful is the man whose quiver is full of them.
I'm talking to my son. Talking to my son. When trials come, boy, you better not run. You better not run. Be tough, cause you ain't no punk. Use your brain, boy, cause you not dumb. No, you not dumb. Be a kid, gonna have some fun. As far as worries, man, you ain't got none. You ain't got none. Jesus said that the battle was won. Remember that every day of the month. I'm talking to my son. Talking to my son. When trials come, boy, you better not run. You better not run. Be tough, cause you ain't no punk. Use your brain, boy, cause you not dumb. No, you not dumb. Be a kid, gonna have some fun. As far as worries, man, you ain't got none. You ain't got none. Jesus said that the battle was won. Remember that every day of the month. I'm talking to my son.
Hi everybody, I'm Robert Jordan, founder of Male Dreamers.
And I'm Adrian Gibson, Vice President of Male Dreamers.
And I'm Tyrell Morris, Vice President of Male Dreamers.
And today we're coming to you to honor Dominique. Dominique is an organization, Dominique's World actually, an organization that we collaborated with, and it's been now, about 3 years. Mm-hmm. And it's grown tremendously over the years with different organizations, males working together. And on this last year in 2019, Male Dreamers was featured, had a featuring scene, opening scene of the actual show, and it was a real mind-blowing and opening experience that we had with the boys. What's your thoughts on that?
For me, it definitely was a great experience. I have 3 boys, so me and my 3 sons were actually able to be a part of Dominique's World fashion show, and just the unity of all the black men, young and old, several generations of men coming together to honor and celebrate Dominique.
And I know, Tyrell, you were backstage helping out with a lot of the young kids getting dressed, even my sons, helping them get dressed. So what's your thoughts on what you experienced for the whole?
For me, it was really cool because, like you said, I got to help the boys put on their ties and put on their vests and just see them love the appearance that they had outside of their everyday clothing. So it was very powerful. And it was very impactful, and it was just something that we as men need to do a lot more for each other.
And that's one thing that I pride the organization Dominique's World with Olga and her husband Leroy for starting this. And it's real dear to our hearts and how we collaborate. And we always say with Male Dreamers, we're connected by faith, family, and favor. And those principles hold so true to what Dominique's World stands for. And I think it was a real good experience for the Dreamers themselves, because I think we had about 12 boys to participate along with ourselves, to change clothes, to be a part of something that was out of the norm, but that stood for something that was positive and gave a positive look to the community that we as black males, we're doing something positive. We're about change and representing Dominique in a good fashion, because I know that He prided himself on how he looked, so his parents thought that the fashion show would be something that will honor him. And of course, due to COVID-19, we weren't able to do that this year. So this format and just giving our take on our experience with male dreamers being a part of Dominique's World is just phenomenal. And it kind of built on to doing other things with Dominique's World. I was a part of the panel discussion with Dominique's World, talking about gun violence that was at the community center, and that went really well. We had a lot of fathers there that participated that were impacted by their kids being killed by gun violence. So I want to say a quick shout out to Olga and to Leroy for spearheading this and starting this organization, Dominique's World, that male dreamers are truly honored to be a part of this. And even this doing this today, it just shows that we continue to have that unity, the collaborative spirit, and again, that faith, family, and favor that you are our family. And I think the guys share my same sentiments, as well as the dreamers, that we want to continue to do this, and we're going to do it in a greater scale. Like, I know how his parents want to honor his legacy. This is a legacy. And anything, guys, you would like to share? And as it's
I just wanted to say that growing up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and in a rough part of the neighborhood, I know firsthand how gun violence affects not only the families, but also the communities. So from the Male Dreamers, we like to tell you guys to put down the guns and pick up your dreams.
Put down the guns and pick up your dreams.
Put down the guns and pick up your dreams.
Dominique's World Mentorship Program is a program that is very near and dear to my heart. The Williams family is like family to me, so each year I look forward to getting to work with them to produce their all-male fashion show. I look forward to the opportunity to work with all of the young men and boys that we get to work with and empower them and inspire them and just give the young guys something else different to look forward to, something to do, something where they are celebrated, where they get to see a lot of other men that look like them, that are being celebrated and reminded of how much power they possess and how really the future is in their hands and how they have the power to change it all. My favorite part about doing Dominique's World is just getting to drop little gems, especially on the young guys. I don't even know if they notice that I'm dropping, just getting to have those one-on-ones with them where we get to talk about stuff. And it may just be a short conversation or a joke or two, but I enjoy being able to give them things that they can carry with them for a lifetime. I enjoy working with Dominique's World because it warms my heart to see so many young men, get out there and do their thing and be inspired, be celebrated, be cheered on by a crowd who loves them. And they get to see a room full of people who all love and care about and are there to see and celebrate them. Each year, I see the young guys, they come in and they start out there a little shy and bashful. They just laugh it off when I tell them, oh, you're a natural, oh, you got this, and this, that, and the other. And then by the time show day gets here, they're ripping the curtain open and they going out there and strutting their stuff like it ain't nothing, and they've been doing it for years. So I love to see that confidence change in them. I love to see them not to be afraid to try something different and do something. And that's just one of my favorite things about Dominique's World. I love what Dominique's World is doing for our youth. I love how, they have the idea to start while they're young, giving them some other things, just showing them some other things, let them see other stuff. Let them see different stuff and be a part of different stuff so they know the sky is the limit. They get to be in a room when we do practices, when we do our model calls, they're in a room full of other men and boys that look just like them from all different walks of life and that are all doing different things. We do a career scene where they get to see, we get to see what the young guys want to be, and then they get to see what some of the older guys who they're working right here next to, what they already are. And so that's inspiring too, because then you see conversations get sparked from that, where you have a young man who wants to be a barber, and we've got a barber in the show. So he's like, oh, well, here, you can use my clippers for your scene. And they're making connections, and it may seem small to some, but it's really a huge deal when it comes to our youth being exposed to this kind of stuff. And this is just the fashion show. So there's no links to what Dominique's World Mentorship Program can do in our community. And I just look forward to more opportunities to inspire, ignite, and empower with them, and to do it for Dom.
It's a pleasure to be here today. It is also a pleasure to be a part of such an important event that proclaims the right to life. The annual Bowties and Blazers, presented by Dominique's World 2020. Did you know 44% of Americans say they know someone who has been shot? That's ridiculous. 44% of Americans. 44%? Anyway, hello, world. My name is Banaskia Sams, and I'm the owner and founder of Being, formerly known as Wardrobe by Banaskia. Dominique's World's mission is to inspire, empower, and ignite our youth through various mentoring initiatives and activities. That's powerful. I've had the opportunity to work with Dominique's World since the very first show. In 2012, I actually launched my first collection of clothing in Los Angeles, California. And the event was to uplift, encourage, and inspire young children battling life-threatening illnesses. So when asking to collaborate with Dominique's World on an all-male fashion show, the annual Bowties and Blazers, it was a no-brainer. It was definitely something that was already in line with what I set out to do already. But more importantly, you know, it was for the kids, and the kids are our future. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I'll be forever grateful for this journey that we are sharing. Congratulations, Dominique's World, on your 4th annual. Their success is our satisfaction.
Hello everyone, my name is James Oliver, and I am owner of Associated Sunglasses, as well as a proud supporter of Dominique's World. I support Dominique's World for many reasons, and the main reason I support Dominique's World is because Dominique's World brings awareness to a subject that affects so many people, and that subject is gun violence. Dominique's World allows so many people a platform to be able to tell their story, also to get support, to get information on ways to, you know, however they can prevent, you know, gun violence or slow it down. I appreciate everything that Loto and Leroy has done that I've seen over the last 4 years. I appreciate their being open. I appreciate them being transparent. I appreciate them allowing a platform for me to witness families be healed or be comforted by them with their story and everything that they've been through.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony Varnell, the founder of the Legacy Builders Generation, Nashville, Tennessee. I am so blessed to do this video for the Williams, doing it for Dominique. Hey, we participated last year in the Bowties and Blazers all-male fashion show in Savannah, Georgia. I took 7 of my young men with me. We traveled 9 hours to get there, the longest ride I've ever had. But let me tell you something. It was one of the greatest experiences that I've had in my lifetime. And also it really gave my guys a sense of responsibility, of really tapping into something else besides their own agenda. And when I tell you, it changed their lives for the better. And I am so blessed for Mr. and Mrs. Williams. I love you guys so much. Thank you to Medina, who turned us on to this great experience. Y'all listen, we had a ball. I mean, we had a ball. It was the first time that my guys, even myself, stepped out on the runway, and we kind of, just kind of got in where we fit in, you know what I mean? But we made it work. And listen, I am so blessed. I'm telling you, this young man, Dominique, lost his life to gun violence, and his parents in his memory have put on this amazing fashion show with vendors and, young men from all over Georgia and different places. So Nashville had to come and bring that unique style to the Savannah, Georgia area. We had a blast, and I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of footage from that amazing day. Check this out.
My name is Javanya McDowell. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, I'm a niece, I'm a daughter, I'm a granddaughter. But there's a title in a club that I joined that I don't want anyone to have to join, and that's a gun violence survivor. On April the 7th, 2016, my life was forever altered and changed when my 14-year-old son, Juwan, was shot and killed by another teen playing with an unsecured firearm. It's a pain that I've endured that I don't want any parent, any mother to have to endure. I don't want you to shed these tears. And so on April the 7th, just a month to that date, Juwan had just blew out his 14 candles on March the 7th, celebrating his 14th birthday. He would have been going into his freshman year of high school. And instead, I was picking out a casket instead of picking out something for his spring formal dance. This year, 2020, which would have been Juwan's senior year of high school, I didn't get a chance to experience him walking across the stage. And so I don't want any other parent, any other mother to endure this pain and miss these milestones and achievements. And so I started advocating, which I call it my trap. My trap started with my tragedy on April the 7th, 2016, by an unsecured firearm. I started with that, advocating for the Be Smart program, for gun safety, making sure that 5 simple steps that both gun owners and non-gun owners can take to ensure the safety and well-being of our children. And that's to secure your guns in your homes and your vehicles. Making sure you're modeling responsible behavior around guns. Making sure you ask others about unsecured guns in their homes. Recognize the role that guns have in suicides. And tell others to be smart. With all of that, it birthed out what I call my resilience. My ability to get up in spite of the tears in my eyes and the pain in my chest. Which then birthed out my advocacy. Advocating for gun safety, advocating for common sense gun laws, because we all know that ask can save lives. We all know that gun safety is important and imperative, and we can't be casual about these conversations. Making sure that we're talking to our legislators, making sure that we're showing up at the state capitol to advocate for common sense gun laws, which then birthed out my purpose. My purpose to stand. My purpose to be a voice to the voiceless. My purpose to continue in spite of the pain. And so I ask you to join with us to advocate, making sure that no one has to join this awful club ever. Being the difference and the change agent that you wish to see in this world. Being that light that we all need, because we can end gun violence. And it starts with you, and it starts with me. And I will continue to fight, and I want you to fight with me.
The Bowties and Blazers event is a motivational yet inspiring event for me and my family. It brings together men, regardless the color of their skin, to raise awareness against gun violence in the community. I would like to thank Mr. Leroy and Mrs. Loto for the time and effort they have put into this event, and it gives me a chance to express myself.
Okay, Samari, how has Bowties and Blazers affected you?
Bowties and Blazers has affected me in a tremendous way. It made me want to be a better man. It makes me want to go out in the world and do more stuff. I used to be a child that thought football was everything, but now Blazers and Bowties, man, made me want to go out and do more stuff and not just think football is everything.
Okay, Jordan, tell us, what do you think about gun violence?
I feel like gun violence is wrong,
and people know it's wrong, but people still do it just to prove a point, or just to say, "Oh, I did that," but they don't. But without knowing the consequences that come with it, or thinking about the consequences that come with it.
All right. Do you all want to say anything to everyone that's listening about Blazers and Bowties and Dominique's World?
I feel like you should try it. It's a good experience, and you should just celebrate his life.
I think for the kids that's like 14 and older, they need to get into stuff like that, cause
like male dreamers.
Like kids that's our age, they're like 14, 15. That's when they want to go into the streets and all that, cause they think life ain't nothing. They don't care about life. So I think if y'all go to do this program, they'll have a better life and a better chance in life.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Kerry Vines Jones. I'm a 12th grader that attends Jenkins High School in Savannah, Georgia. And Dominique was my cousin. He died, sadly, to gun violence and everything. And my opinion on gun violence is we need more role models. We need more people in the communities like Loto and Leroy. Those people are the ones that help out people that aren't in the best condition in life, but give them the right mindset and the right thinking to do in life. A lot of people really don't. A lot of people just listen to rap music and they talk about robbing and killing. That's not what we need to talk about. We need to talk about trying to help each other out as black people. And as soon as we get role models like that, I feel like everything will be good. And yeah, gun violence may stop. So yeah.
World. My name is Kevin Jackson. Dominique World involves fathers and sons getting together, being concerned about what's happening to our youth in the community. With that being said, let me give you a little bit of history about Dominique, Leroy, and myself. I met Dominique and Leroy years ago. I instantly became Uncle Kev, the old school car guy. Dominique, when he entered the room, always had a smile on his face. He brightened the room. He demanded attention. Two things he wanted to ask you about: what you do for a living and what's up with that old school car. Always made me smile. I said, and along the way, Leroy was right there with him. He was teaching him, mentoring him, teaching him to be the young man that he was about to become. Well, flipping later on in life, during Dominique's transition, one of the hardest times in our life, it really hit us hard, put us in a bad place. But Leroy, never the one to show you the emotion. He may have done it, but he didn't do it in front of us. He took control of the situation and he took it to the door with his young man. It amazed me and it inspired me. And until this day, I really don't know how he got through it, because I don't believe I could have did it, not with my own children. But in closing, I would like to say that COVID is not allowing us to be together, because we got to stay protected. We got to stay safe. But we can reach out. We can reach out through these videos and unite and touch one another. The biggest things that I'm missing about this event is walking the runway and enjoying fellowships with my fellow brothers and sons. And also, a visionary in his own right is no longer with us. That would be Mr. Roy Flamer. He would always get us together, always keep us in task so we can put on a good show. So with that, I love you, Leroy. Love you, Loto. Love you, Dominique. One love. Peace.
First and foremost, I just want to give a thanks to Dominique's World and the whole organization for putting on an amazing program throughout the years, because we all know it has changed and transformed so many lives since it's been around. And with that being said, I think this fashion show, not just the fashion show, but the whole organization in general, is just so imperative to today's society, especially with everything going on right now. Because as we see in the news and online and social media, it seems like every other week or every week almost, some person has been killed. And a lot of times that person is a black man of color, oftentimes an unarmed man of color. And so for Dominique's World and the organization to be doing something like this is very important. Like I said, it saved many lives, both physically and mentally. And I think we should just give a round of applause to Dominique's World, because we all know situations that have happened that have led up to this point, and we can't let history repeat itself. We have to save who we can, and to be honest, some people are not going to listen, but we have to save who we can and get people on the boat who wants to come with us, because if not, then you're going to drown, and that's just today's society.
Good evening. My name is Martin Smith, and how can I describe Dominique's World's bow tie and blazer fashion show. 1, it's unique. 2, most definitely it's for a good cause. 3, it's out of the box. And 4, it's so much fun.
My name is Tyrell Morris, and the piece I'm about to do is for Dominique's World and to stop on gun violence. This piece is called Little Black Boy. They said, little black boy, you'll be nothing. I smiled and said, I've been blessed by God's grace, so I already amount to something. I'm more than the black skin that I'm in. I'm the vision you wake up to, the dreams you can't sleep through, the nightmares you don't dare to pray through. I'm the little black boy that make a difference in the world. Not because of the color of my skin, but because of the power of my soul from within. Little black boy is what they call me. I smiled and laughed again and said words can be a curse so they can be your best friends. It's not only in the ones who speak them, but the ears and the minds of the ones who believe them. Little black boy is not about race or color. Hold up. Little black boy is not about race or color. Little black boy is about a boy who knew words had power, so he spoke them. I am that little black boy. Thank you.
Well, that's our show, and we hope you enjoyed the 4th annual Bowties and Blazers all-male fashion show. Don't forget, the bow tie represents the gentleman in you, and the blazer is the trailblazer in every man that rips the runway. We want to thank our sponsors, we want to thank our vendors from the past, and we want to thank you, our supporters. We also would like to take this time to remember our friend Roy Flamer of Sirens Imaging, who would have put on our production for us. Roy, we love you and you are in our hearts forever. We also want to thank the Campbell family because they put this production together and you guys are amazing.
I had a blast. I had a good time. So, if you could do this for me, I want you to go out and inspire, our men, our sons, aspire them to be great because when the world beat us down, we are all we got. So at the end of the day, inspire them to be great. I thank you all. I thank God for this organization. I thank God for my wife, and I thank God for you all because it wasn't for you all, it wouldn't be possible.
Enjoy.
I think Dominique is the best person in the whole wide world. I think Dominique is a great person and we all love him. And if he was still alive, I think he would want to take away gun violence.